Hello, planet Earth. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK, my BFF Jill 730. I'm Preston L. Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations. You've made your way to the Buffington Post. Today I'll be continuing my Season 9 coverage with Angel and Faith, Season 9, Number 9, Daddy Issues, Part 4. So, previously on Angel and Faith.
Faith has been reluctantly assisting Angel in his quest to resurrect Rupert Giles, who of course he snapped his neck at the end of Season 8. So there's this thing called a Lorophage demon, which basically sucks people's trauma out of them and this kills them. Well, Drusilla rolls into town with this Lorophage demon, and she is using it not to kill anybody, she's actually using it to help people. Angel doesn't really see it this way because the Lorophage basically takes people's problems away without them having to really deal with them. The fun of it is, the Lorophage has actually made Drusilla lucid by taking away her trauma. And so Drusilla has put herself in this mother superior role where she is trying to help people live happier, healthier lives, and she is abiding by Harmony's rules and all this good stuff. Well, right about the time that Drusilla rolls into town, Pat Lahane, Faith's estranged father, rolls into town as well. He and Faith were having this whole, back-together family reunion, and it was all great, but then it turns out that this motherfucker just wanted to use Faith for her Super Slayer powers so that she would kill this mob boss to whom he owed some money. So, this didn't go over too well because Faith ended up reacting really violently. She cut off this motherfucker's hand, and then she tried to kill her father. So, riddled with grief and remorse over what she had done and the effect that her father has over her, she ran off to Drusilla to try and get Drusilla to take out her trauma so that she wouldn't be a threat to herself and others anymore. And where last we left Faith, she was getting her trauma all sucked out.
So let's get right into it. It's Angel and Faith, Season 9, Issue 9, Daddy Issues, Part 4. Here we go.
Can you become a new version of you? New wallpaper, new shoe leather, a new way home. I don't remember. New version of you. I need a new version of me. Version of you. I need a new version of me.
So the issue opens up and Angel runs in to try and get Faith out of the clutches of the Lorophage demon. He gets the demon off of her and he goes to try and see about her. He basically says, look, this is all because of your father and I hate that he made you feel this way, but this isn't the way to go about this. You really have to go through these emotions. So Drusilla says that's just not the case. She really doesn't. Go ahead, tell him how you feel. And Faith goes, I feel great. She remembers what had happened in her past and all the things that she should feel guilty about, but she just doesn't. She says, my self-loathing and hatred is just gone now. And Angel says, well, what else is gone? What about Professor Worth, that innocent man you killed? How do you feel about that? And Faith is just kind of like palms in the air, whatever. And Angel says, look, Faith, all of the awful things that I've done in my past, there's a reason that they bother me, because they should bother me. And what you've done in your past should bother you too. It's no life ignoring your problems and pushing them away. You have to really deal with these things, because when I face my problems and remember what it is that I've done to people and the effect that I've had on those individuals, it forces me to be stronger, and I can come out on the other side as a stronger person, and you can too. He says, this shortcut that you've taken here, it's not making you any better, it's actually making you less. The girl who came to me in LA begging me to kill her, I would expect this from her, but not from you. You're better than this. I've seen you be better, and I know that you can be. So Drusilla basically says, okay, dude, this is all well and good, but you just need to back the fuck off because she made this decision. And basically, there's no way to undo this. Like, Faith can't just get her trauma back in her. And so Angel says, well, what about the Lorophage? Could the Lorophage put it back in Faith? And Drusilla says no, the Lorophage eats trauma. It doesn't just give it back. So then Angel tries to fight off the Lorophage. And at this point, we get to the meat of the matter. We get to the meat of Drusilla's issues more specifically. Drusilla says, look, Angel, not everyone wants to be like you. Not everybody wants to be helpless. And she really lashes out at Angel and she says, I will never be that again. Because Angel did this to her. He put Drusilla in an awful, awful position for eternity. Angel says, look, all of these people that you've helped, they are helpless. You just don't understand it. And so the Lorifage comes in and tries to beat up Angel too. And then all of the brainwashed, de-traumatized people are kind of ganging up on Angel as well. And Angel's crying out for Faith to help him because he can't fight off all of these people. But Faith is just so confused and she doesn't know who's right and who's wrong. And so he keeps trying to appeal to Faith, but nothing works. So Drusilla takes this opportunity to say, you know what, Faith, don't listen to him. He's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's all traumatized, and we're going to fix him too. So the Lorifage goes after Angel to suck out his trauma, but Angel is really holding on to it, and Drusilla says, you just love feeling bad about yourself, don't you? Just let it go. Let all of this go. At this point, Faith kind of comes to. She realizes that the right thing to do is to help her friend, no matter how she feels about wanting to free Angel from his crazy. So Angel and Faith team up, and then the Lorifage demon goes after Angel again, but then Angel turns the Lorifage's claws on itself. And when he does, this actually releases the Lorifage's trauma. Since the Lorifage can only consume other people's trauma, that's all it has in him. And so when Angel turns the Lorifage on itself, the trauma is released and returned to everyone that he took it from. Now remember, Angel has this tooth of Amut, and we know that the Lorifage had sucked out some of Giles's trauma. And so this is what Angel absorbs into the tooth of Amut from the Lorifage. Now at this point, Drusilla is pleading with Angel. She's saying, no, please don't do this to me. You don't understand. And she starts going crazy again. Now, once Drusilla is crazy again, she thanks Angel. She says, oh my God, I knew you would save me. It was so weird being sane. She hates it. She hates remembering her sanity. Well, Faith is not too happy to be crazy again. And she says, why don't you just leave me the hell alone, Angel? Like, I get it. It's over and I'm back to being crazy, but just back the fuck off. So all of the people who had been de-traumatized by Drusilla and the Lorifage are angry at Angel. They don't want to feel this way, and so they start lashing out and they go after Angel and Faith. Now at this point, Drusilla is just rambling, going crazy, and what she's talking about, oh my gosh, I'm going to get into all of her weird, crazy ramblings in the review part. As Angel and Faith are trying to fight off all of the people that they can't kill because they're pretty much all normal people, Drusilla is rambling some more and she runs out. Angel and Faith escape from the church and he says, Faith, this is really out of character for you. You wouldn't have gone to run to Drusilla. I understand that it was your father and the way he treated you that drove you to this. And Faith says, yeah, I understand, dealing with demons is whack. And basically they kind of bury their little hatchet that they had for the moment. And Faith says, by the way, I know about your little nipple piercing. You were glowing when the Lorifage demon got all de-traumatized itself, just like you were when that tentacly demon thing came out of the little girl. And so she picks up on what Angel's doing as far as putting pieces of Giles' soul back together. So Angel tells us, yeah, that's what's going on. And apparently there are 9 parts to the soul, he thinks. The math is a little wonky, but that's what he thinks is going on. And Faith says, okay, so I'm in. Let's seriously do this. I believe in you, and whether this is actually going to work out or not, I know that, you don't give up on people, and I see that clearly, so let's not give up on Giles, because he wouldn't do that to us. And so Angel and Faith are kind of walking and talking about Drusilla and how she's soulless and crazy, and Faith doesn't like how those things mix. But Angel says something that's so true, which is that before she met Angel, Drusilla was really, really beautiful. She was just a beautiful person. And that's where we end the issue. Okay, so the most intriguing thing about this issue is what happens when Drusilla gets her crazy back. She starts talking about, oh, the places you'll go. The ghosts from the past come to visit you again. all the king's horses and all the king's men together in a bath, the drake in the field and the white coach. It's time to go, Angel. I am gone. I can't help you now. It's all torn apart. We're torn apart. In the end, we are all alone. Now, what Drusilla is talking about with ghosts from the past coming back to haunt them both, she's talking about Arceus, I do believe. I believe that Drusilla is giving us a major foreshadowing into the events of season 10. That's what I think is going on here, and that's what I find to be very intriguing, going back knowing what I know about season 10 so far. There's not a whole lot to this issue. You could totally see this coming from the second issue, but at the same time, it doesn't make it any less good. The writing here, the dynamic between Angel and Faith, Faith gets her anger back, she gets her resentment, and she's angry with Angel for taking away her choice, but she appreciates that Angel cares enough about her to force her to come to grips with her own problems, because Angel's right, shortcuts just don't work. A very simple story, to tell the truth. Like, this very last issue is just very simple. What I like is having Drusilla and Faith be mirrors for one another, because we are so very used to having Drusilla being a mirror for Buffy, whereas with Faith, they really do have a bit more in common as far as their decisions, and they're crazy. So I do like that. And yeah, there's just not a whole lot else to say. This is a very good story. I would highly recommend that you pick up the TPB. It's not got anything other than, you know, some variant covers and all of that, but it's nice to have the story all in one place. I really prefer to have the single issues just because they're a lot easier to take photos of. But we get some really interesting stuff as to the design of the characters, like Pat Lahane and the Lorifage in the TPB. So that's definitely worth the buy, just to see Rebecca Isaacs' notes on how she went about creating the Lorifage in particular. So next, Angel and Faith will be women of a certain age, and if you know anything about me, you know I love Sophronia and Lavinia. So, Sophronia and Lavinia will be here. Ken Miller, you said that you were going back and reading season 9 with me. Did you notice in this issue the same stuff that I'm talking about with Arceus and Drusilla? I really feel like Drusilla is talking about Arceus here, and I'd like to get some feedback from you guys and see if you think that I'm crazy or if this is on the money. So that's pretty much all for today, you guys. I hope you're having a great 2015 so far. Come right back here to the Buffington Post anytime. Buffy season 10, number 20, will be out on the 21st of this month, I believe, so stay tuned for a review for that. Up next, I've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 9, issue number 9. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
This is hell, I am sorry to tell you it never gets better or worse, but you'll get used to it after a spell, but heaven is hell.